Welcome back. Well, it's the report that's rocked Britain. It's called Asleep at the Wheel, and it's found that children are being seriously compromised over the spread of trans ideology in schools. Now, among the findings were that at least 28% of secondary schools do not have single-sex toilets, and some 60% of students are allowed to participate in whatever sport they like, regardless of whether they match that gender. Only 39 out of 154 schools replied to researchers that they would inform parents if a child said they wanted to change their gender. Some 87 schools said they would tell the parents. Joining me now to discuss this, journalist and author of the book Trans When Ideology Meets Reality, Helen. Helen, thank you for your time, as always, Helen Joyce. Take us through how this report's been received in the UK. I know it's gone all the way up. It's got Keir Starmer off his pedestal and involved in this issue. How are parents reacting?
So it's been clear to anyone who knows what's going on in schools for years that this is what's going on. The Department for Education is supposed to be bringing out guidance for schools on how they deal with issues of gender, and it has been dragging its feet for years about this. It keeps saying it's going to do it, it keeps not doing it. What's great about this report is that it finally puts it out there in a solid numerical basis rather than a bunch of anecdotes from parents who largely don't want to rock the boat with the school that their own child is in, very understandably. You know, parents who are going through this are the wrong people to be advocating, actually, because they've got to try and keep the relationship with their kids. So now it's out there, we can all talk about it, and we can hopefully put pressure on the Department for Education to fix this. Because what these schools are doing is just frankly against the law. They are breaking other children's human rights. They are not sticking with school regulations which require single-sex toilets and so on. And they are overstepping their bounds in terms of parents' rights. Parents don't just have the right to know this is happening. They have the right to say no as well, to having boys in their girls' changing rooms, to having their children's records changed without them knowing, to this major psychosocial medical intervention being imposed on their children without their knowledge.